Hi, dear students. Very good afternoon, all. Welcome to today's session. I would like to explain today one more unit how to use a dictionary. How to use a dictionary. This video for English for Polytechnics first semester students. This is very important unit. You- You'll get a 5 marks question, one 5 marks question, one 3 marks question in the mid examination. This is very important chapter. This is not only for examination purpose. Everyone should know how to use a dictionary. As we know, after completion of this lesson, after completion of this lesson, you are able to locate a word in a dictionary. You are able to locate a word in a dictionary. Learn everything about a word or phrase. These are the two outcomes. These are the two outcomes for the students. As you know, this is C.H. Narsaya, Senior Lecturer in English, SG Gout Polytechnic, Hyderabad. The course outcomes are this video outcomes locate a word in a dictionary. Learn everything about a word or a phrase. Here I would like to pose some questions to you. What do you do when you come across a difficult word or phrase? Day to day life, we used to uh, get a number of new words. What do you do when you come across in a difficult word or a phrase? I hope so. Certainly, every one of us, every one of us, we refer dictionary. The meaning to know the meaning of the word. 100%. If we have any doubt, 100% we uh, refer dictionary. One more question for you. What do you do when you do not know the appropriate word? What do you do when you do not know appropriate word to describe something? To describe something, we need some words, vocabulary, but you don't know how which word you have to use. So, while describing, for example, I would like to tell this: I am feeling weak, so I want a week holidays. A week holidays leave kindly sanction. This type of letter you are writing. Here I would like to. Uh, I was used two words. One is I'm feeling weak. But weak is weak. Weak. Again, you are requesting a leave for 1 week. 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 The words, the both are uh, spelling is different, but both are pronounced same. Week and week. So, that's such a kind of situations, we need to know a appropriate word to describe something. Again, one more question for you. What do you do when you want to know the pronunciation of your word? What do you do when you want to know the pronunciation of a word? Sometimes we uh, know spelling, but we don't know how to pronounce a word. Pronunciation of a word. If you see, if you go through dictionary, you'll get the right pronunciation, right articulation. And next, I would like to pose one more question. What do you do expect from a dictionary? Generally, we have some expectations, sort of expectation before going to be go through a book. Before going to be read a book, we have such some sort of expectations. For instance, if you are going a movie, if you are going a movie, you have some sort of expectations about your favorite hero. I think the movie story may be good, songs are melodious, maybe my favorite heroes action may be good, heroines action may be good. These type of there's such a kind of some sort of expectations generally we have. The similar way we have some expectations about dictionary. So in this lesson we are going to be know about the uses of a dictionary, how to use a dictionary. Day to day life we come across number of we see number of dictionaries. Each and every field has their own dictionaries. Hence, I think I would like to here. I would like to tell one beautiful story about what two boys were. Small story, please listen to me. Two boys are arguing. Their grandfather entered the room. The two boys are some two boys are and quarreling. Their grandfather entered the room. The two boys are quarreling for $10 note. They found a $10 note. They got some money, but they are quarreling for. They both are telling that it's mine, it's mine. So they kept one challenge. The challenge is both are kept. Who tells a big lie, that person will get the $10 note. That $10 note. Grandfather astonished. What you are thinking, boys? Where you got this $10 note? Why you are quarreling? What you are thinking? They are thinking in a negative way. That is who will tells a big lie. That person will gets the $10 note. As in my childhood, in my entire life, I can't see such a kind of students, such a kind of children. You are speaking big words like lies, lie. What do you mean by lie? Certainly, I think a new word here in this lie is that the two types of lie. Who will tell it lie? So if they come across it, the word lie, there they have to, if we get the same word, if we don't know uh, the meaning of lie, 100% we go through dictionary. So wherever we get such a kind of uh, words, basically we go through it. So it's a very wonderful book. Nowadays the people are habituated to uh, digital network and mobile phones, laptops. Of course, and we can get digital dictionaries, and we can get uh, many type of dictionaries in mobile and laptops. Of course, we can't replace books. Why? Because if the power is not available, you can't see the digital, you can't open the digital dictionary. If the network is not available, you can't see sometimes. So books, we cannot replace the books with network, with technology. I hope so. The importance of you might have understand the importance of dictionary. It makes us a perfect communicator, com- perfect writer also, so we can avoid spelling mistakes with the dictionary, using dictionary. So we have to keep always in our always we have to keep a dictionary on our table, reading table. So what is our pre-activity? What do you do when come across a difficult word or a phrase? What do you do when you not know the appropriate word to describe something? 100% for knowing meaning, we read with such dictionary, and to describe something, we skip the papers of dictionary. Next, you certainly to know the pronunciation of a dictionary word, we 100% we use um, pronunciation of dictionary. So our famous English pronunciation dictionary, Daniel Jones, is one of the best pronunciating dictionary. You can buy it and we can use it. Generally, we expect that the expectation from dictionary, the knowing correct spelling, knowing pronunciation, knowing right word in the right time, and many things. Here, kinds of dictionaries I would like to show you. I would like to mention for you kinds of dictionaries. Many types of dictionaries are available in our day-to-day life. I will. You can see the um, slide in the slide. This slide, how many types of dictionaries are available in the market. One is a general dictionary, specialized dictionary. Second is third etymological dictionary. Fourth illustrated dictionary. Fifth reverse dictionary. Sixth bilingual dictionary. Rhyming dictionary. Rhyming dictionary. Monolingual dictionary. Thesaurus. Electronic dictionary. Idioms dictionary. Pronunciation dictionary. Encyclopedia dictionary. I think we should not hear at such a kind of dictionaries. We know general one dictionary. If someone knows some sort of good English, they may know pronunciating dictionary. Not more than we don't know this, these many kind of dictionaries we have available in the market. Okay, one by one we will discuss. General dictionary. It gives the general meaning or meanings of a word. General meanings. General dictionary explains about, it gives the general meaning or meanings of a word. For example, the dictionary, best example dictionary, Oxford Dictionary of English, it gives general meanings of dictionary. Whatever the word you come across in the newspaper, some sort of word, this dictionary can clarify our doubts. Next, specialized dictionary. This specialized dictionary, it focuses on specific subjects area like medicine, electronics, whatever the you have. Example, Merriam-Webster Merriam-Webster's medical dictionary is a specialized dictionary. This explains about the medical terminology, and it is very useful for the doctors. Merriam Merriam's Webster's Medical Dictionary. This is a very famous dictionary for it knows for the medical students. Next, third one I would like to tell etymological dictionary. What do you mean by etymology? Etymology changes, inflections, not changes. Etymological dictionary. It describes the origin and evolution of a word. It describes the origin and evolution of a word. How a word might have been changed, how it was mutated, changing day to day life. That is etymological. Most large dictionaries provide the etymological information of the word. Many dictionaries explain the changes of the word. However, etymological dictionaries are exclusively designed. How a word was originated, how a word was changed for providing etymological information. For example, I would like to mention a word, the word how bandicoot, how it was existed in our dictionaries. It is it is came from Telugu, not uh, it is a Telugu word the pandikuku. It that was changed as etymologically and bandicoot. It was entered to our dictionary, Oxford dictionary, a Cambridge dictionary. We can see this is came from Telugu word, but now it is in our dictionaries. The how it was changed. So the famous etymological dictionary is the Oxford Dictionary of English Etymology. Oxford Dictionary for English Etymology. This is a famous dictionary. Next, Illustrated Dictionary. I would like to mention here the Illustrated Dictionary. It contains descriptions. It descriptions to develop how to describe something, as well as describe pictures also, words and pictures. It is useful visualizing structures. To if we use illustrated dictionary, a word in the something live, what we Taj Mahal a word. If you didn't see that word, but if you come across the word Taj Mahal or somewhere, there the explanation you can visualize the how was the structure of the Taj Mahal. So you can the structures and concepts also you can find in the etymology. Next, illustrated dictionary. Illustrated dictionary. It contains the descriptions as well as descriptive pictures. It is useful visualizing structures as we were discussed. Primarily, the famous dictionary in the illustrated dictionary, Oxford Illustrated Primary English Dictionary. This is useful for the primary students. Next one, reverse dictionary. The next other types of dictionary, the reverse dictionary. It helps the reader to find the appropriate word by describing the concept. Using a right word to describe a concept is called reverse dictionary. Best example for this dictionary, Oxford Reverse Dictionary. Oxford Reverse Dictionary is a famous example for it. Next, bilingual dictionary. Bilingual dictionary. It gives the meanings of words in a specified language. Specified language, bilingual language. We can find examples English to Telugu. Oxford Dictionary, something. Some dictionary, Brown's Dictionary, English to Telugu. Brown's Dictionary, English, Hindi, Telugu. How? But they are using the two languages, three language, bilingual languages. I think English to in other language, Hindi or Telugu, some sort of other languages. but this kind of dictionary is called bilingual dictionary. The famous example for the dictionary, English Telugu dictionary, for an Oxford, some in other Brown's dictionary. Shankar Narayan dictionary also is one kind of available dictionary bilingual. Next, rhyming dictionary. In this dictionary, words are categorized into e- two into equivalents. Rhyming dictionary. In this dictionary, words are categorized into equivalent clauses. Equivalent clauses. They are that consist of words that rhyme with one another. One rhyme with another. Equivalent clause that consist of words that rhyme with one another. It is useful when writing poetry and lyrics, especially the English aspirants in linguistics writers. They need rhyming dictionary. While writing poetry, while writing lyrics, you need this dictionary, rhyming dictionary. We can compare the word with one word with another word. This is a rhyming dictionary. How it is, how what extent is the rhyming, rhymeful. Example: Merriam-Webster's rhyming dictionary is famous dictionary. Those who aspiring to write lyrics, those who are aspiring to write poetry, you better to purchase it. Next, I would like to mention monolingual or explanatory dictionary. Monolingual or explanatory. This is called monolingual or explanatory dictionary. Two names it has. In the slide I have given monolingual dictionary. It has another name also, explanatory dictionary. Monolingual explanatory dictionary. It gives a detailed explanation of a word with additional information such as usage. Such as usage, it gives a usage must. It is useful to advanced learners such as those who want to know more than the meaning. Just simply the general dictionary gives us meaning and a little bit of use. But monolingual explanatory dictionary is it is advanced learners for higher classes students they require it. To native speakers of the language. So something other language people they use generally general dictionary, and as well as some people they use bilingual dictionary, but uh, native speakers they use in their own mother tongue. English people they use monolingual explanatory dictionary. Examples: Oxford's Advanced Learner Dictionary is a monolingual dictionary. This this is used by native speakers and bless RIE speaking people. Others Indians, including Indians, we use higher levels. You will get the concepts. Langman's Dictionary of Contemporary English also, it's advanced dictionary. Orient Langman's of Contemporary English. Next, Collins Co- Cobbled English. Cobbled English Dictionary also one kind of Collins Cobbled Dictionary. It's also one kind of dictionary. Next, Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary also we can find in the market. Oxford Advanced Dictionary, Cambridge Advanced Learners, Cobbled, Collins Cobbled Dictionary. There are many Langmans, Orient Langmans Contemporary English Dictionary also. These are the advanced learners dictionaries. Next, the board we have seen, we got in our previous video lesson PPT. One is thesaurus. Thesaurus is a dictionary of synonyms and antonyms. Thesaurus is nothing but thesaurus containing synonyms and antonyms. For instance, Oxford Thesaurus of English, Rogers Thesaurus is one more thing is. Oxford Thesaurus of English, Rogers Thesaurus is a famous two thesaurus are available in the market. thesaurus is nothing but containing number of synonyms and antonyms. We call it in Telugu Padakoshamu. Padakoshamu we call it. The electronic dictionary, it is in digital form. Electronic dictionary is in digital form. It is available on the internet or World Wide Web, www. You can and can be accessed through a web browser only. This dictionary we can access whenever you come across a new word, we can open. Nowadays a very popular dictionary everyone is using. If anyone come across a new word, simply they are opening and they are using now due to in this global and technological world everyone is using concepts, books, print dictionaries rather than the electronic dictionaries are famous and very much popular dictionaries nowadays. It can also be installed on a laptop computer, or a laptop or a mobile also. We can use install it, but as well as it is available in the www World Wide Web and internet. So, okay, this is one kind of dictionary. That is thesaurus. That is electronic dictionary. Next, I would like to mention one more type of dictionary, idioms dictionary. It describes the meta metaphorical meaning of an idiom. It describes metaphorical meaning of a word or it, that is called idiom. Examples. Example best dictionary is Langman's Pocket Idioms Dictionary. Langman's Pocket Idioms Dictionary is very useful. This is a metaphorical meaning. When we wanted to speak in a metaphorical too, this metaphorical word terminology used by native speakers. Any language, native speakers use to some idioms and phrases and proverbs saying we call it. Native speakers they have command over on their language and they used to use in their day-to-day life many sayings and proverbs, idioms. Hence, those who get thorough with the language will become we can use metaphorical meaning of a word. Next, I would like to mention the pronunciation dictionary. Pronunciation dictionary, it gives the phonetic transcription of the words. Pronunciation dictionary will give us phonetic transcription. So how we have to be write in a phonetic transcription? That is the phonetic transcription dictionary, pronunciation dictionary. Next, last dictionary I would like to mention, encyclopedia dictionary. In this slide, we have the last dictionary, that is encyclopedia dictionary. It discusses a wide range of topics arranged alphabetically. Encyclopedia dictionary discusses a wide range of topics arranged alphabetically. Example of this kind of dictionary, Oxford, the Oxford Encyclopedic English Dictionary is available in the market. So, children, I think you might have understand the intention of sorts of some how many sorts of dictionary. So, if coming to uh, how to locate a word in a dictionary, this is a very important part. This is often uh, repeat question in the examination for the polytechnics first year. You need how to locate a word. You need to know the spelling of a word. Before you locate it, you should know the right spelling of a word. When you come across a difficult word while reading, remember the spelling. If you are reading, while you are reading, you have to remember the spelling a particular word spelling, you need to remember it. If you are learning to a difficult word, you will have to guess the spelling. If you are learning difficult word, while learning you have to guess the meaning of the word, a spelling also of the word first, and then locate it in the dictionary. You have to assume the spelling of the word while you are going to locate a word. When the word has been heard and not seen, remember that some words have silent letters and pronunciation may not correlate with spelling. The pronunciation and spelling is different. For the pronunciation is same, but spelling is different. What the word mentioned here, the week and week, week, wgak, the both words are pronunciation is same, but spelling is different. To locate the word, we should know the spelling, right spelling. For the example, psych, not. For example, psychology, psych, psych. But we should not. This is silent letter. P is the silent. Not, GNEAT, not. But this is G is next. The island, ISLE and island word. That is I is silent. IS. Okay, S is silent here. Knuckle, KNUCK in knuckle, but K is a silent one here. Psalm, SALM, PSALM is the spelling. P is the silent sound. So you have to be know the what is a correct spelling, and as well as how we have to pronounce a word. These things will get from the dictionary. At the top of the page, while searching, you have to see the top of the page. Two words are given in the top of the page, each page. These words are called guide words. In each paper, they will give two words, one paper and one word, and other side is the other word. These words are guide words in the for the dictionary. Based on that, you can go through dictionary speed. These words give you an indication of first and last words. First page is called the indication of first letter, and the next word is last word of that page. So you have to remember that is that these words are called guide words. The word you are searching for it is between these two guide words. You have to search it. For example, if you want to find the meaning of the word syllable, first go through the S letter section of the dictionary. Look at the top each page, that section, and observe the guide words. Your word will be between those guide words. Go to the page with the guide words, swelter and symbiosis. The two words are guide words in the your syllables. Of that word you can find there, you can find that word, syllable word. The word syllable comes between these two words, what is swelter and symbiosis. These are the two guide words for that. Now use the second letter of the word to run down the page and locate the word Y. SY LLABLE syllable meaning is word spelling is. Second letter the word and syllable run down the page using these two letters till you find the word you are searching for. You find the word syllable, you go on running word. Here how you find the word syllable word we can see here. One is the first word, swelter is the and symbiosis, these are the guide words. You can get it in the dictionary. If you go through dictionary after this video, you can find these guide words. You can invert a textbook also, it is available. So I hope so how you can, to knowing these guide words, you can locate a word in a dictionary with knowing correct spelling. Next, I would like to mention basic uses of dictionary. There are many sort of uses, but some basic uses are there. One is spelling first. Spelling is the first basic use of dictionary. You'll get a 5 marks question or long lengthy question. Write the uses of a dictionary. Use of dictionary. Basic uses of dictionary. Right? Basic uses of dictionary. So very these are primary uses. Spelling, you concern. Spelling here, you can learn the spelling of the given word in British English. If there is a difference in spelling in American English, some dictionaries will give the spelling of the same word in American English too. So here you can find the spelling of word. You can learn. You can learn. Some we in the slide we didn't mention the gap. You can make it change. And you also we would like to use O as a letter missed. So kindly understand it while you are go through it. Find kindly know it. First one is same the word American or British English. We have two types of English. So spellings, for instance, color. Color is COLOR is in American English. COLOUR is in Britain English. So we have to know the English spellings first of all to know the we can find the difference. Go through the dictionary. First basic use of dictionary is spelling. You know the spelling of usage. Next, syllable. Syllable is a unit of sound that consists of a vowel sound actually. Syllable is a unit of sound that consists of a vowel sound in a word. Vowel sound in a word. It helps us pronounce the word. The syllable is useful to how to pronounce a word. A dictionary tells us how a word can be broken into syllables. Dictionary will tell us how we can broken a word in syllables. The syllables are separated by a dot. Kachukka. We have to with the dots. So syllable we have to be divide a word into syllables. Dots to chat. Next example. Logic itself is made of two syllables. Technical, logic in two words, syllables. Technical is in three syllables. Tech is one, NI, other syllable, CL. The three syllables are the technical. Education, so for example, technical. Next, the other use of the dictionary. Pronunciation. Pronunciation is the basic use of one of the basic uses of dictionary. First is spelling, second syllable, third is pronunciation. Pronunciation, the pronunciation of a word is given between slant marks. Pronunciation of word is given between slant marks in phonetic transcription. Slant marks. We slant marks are that is cross line is called slant marks. Pronunciation. Slant marks in phonetic transcription. It tells us how to pronounce the word and it forms. It forms. Sorry, one that is was missed. Next, the word class. The word class, a dictionary. For example, pronunciation of word is charishma. There was given mention genuine. You can see that was the words were kept in slant. Word class. Next basic use is word class. First is spelling, syllable, pronunciation, and word class. Fourth one is word class. A dictionary provides information about the word family or word class. A dictionary, a dictionary pronounced word class, pronounced given a um, word class family. A dictionary provides information about the family word class. Word class is nothing but parts of speech and family division of a word. Family division of a word. Examples: dichotomy would like to play minds. Dichotomy is a word. How we can know the meaning of them. For the example, we can divide the word family, word class, parts of speech, and so on. Next is a use of basic use of dictionary meaning. Meaning of the word is given in a word or a phrase. The meaning of the word is given in a word or phrase. ఒక వర్డ్లో కానీ ఒక ప్రేస్లో ఆర్ ఏ సెంటెన్స్ సమ్టైమ్స్ ఏ సెంటెన్స్ ఆల్సో యుల్ గెట్ సెంటెన్స్ సమ్టైమ్స్ bilingual dictionaries gives the meaning in the specified language also. Specified, for example, here one example is talent. Talent is meaning is natural power to do something well. The word meaning talent, what is natural power of doing some task well. Preview, for example, preview is a view of a film is called preview. Okay, show that this is general public. This is the way you have to remember what is that feeling is. Here the word dictionary provides the basic uses. Here five is one is spelling, second syllable, third pronunciation, fourth word class, and fifth is meaning of a word. Here you can find the English to in the word meaning also. Next I would like to mention here advanced functions of a dictionary. This is the last slide we are going to see. What are the advanced functions of a dictionary? You can find usage. First is a usage. I didn't give a more clarification here, but you can find the several examples on how to use a word in a phrase or a sentence is advanced usage. For example, pedal word is there. Pedal we use for pedal cyclist. Pedal boards are there. The boy riding bicycle with a pedal. So the boy is pedaled away on his bicycle. These are the advanced usage. Next, collocation. It is the sequence of two or more words that you together. Collocation is. It is a sequence of two or more words that go together. Sequence, the two words go together. You should learn collocations. In the collocation, two words ఒకేసారి ఉంటాయి. Collocation, learn collocation marks more English sound fluent and fluent. Natural fluency. If you want to acquire the fluency in English, you have to know the so many collocations, collocative words. For example, collocations with the word is, for example, first base word is beauty. You can find the beauty queen, beauty parlor, beauty contest, beauty spot, beauty sleep, something. These are the beauty based on these are the colloquial words. So colloquial words you might have understand. The words, two words together is called colloquial. Next, third advanced use of a word, a dictionary, other forms of the word. Next, other forms you can find other parts, you can find other forms of words. Two forms in this word are periodical adjective and periodical is adjective. Two forms we have. Adverb, sorry, periodically is adverb. One word we can find in the word periodic and periodically. Periodical is the adjective, periodical is the adverb. So we can find the other forms. Next, etymology. You can find the origin of a word with important details like language from which this word originated. It also provides information about the way in which its meanings have changed. Thought history. Example, Bandicoot. I would like to tell etymologies. Bandicoot is origin from Telugu, a Telugu word. Pandikokku is the late 18th century word. It was derived from Telugu to English, but that is the etymology of the word changing. Next, paijamas. One more example I would like to mention here. Pajama. Pajama, pay is nothing but leg. It is an Urdu word, and you have to find. Pay is a leg. Next, and jama is nothing but clothing. Jama meaning pay means leg. Jama is clothing. In a Persian, jama is a Persian word. Pajama. Pay is leg. Jama is clothing. Pay is Urdu word. Jama is Persian word. Pajama. This word originated in the early 19th century and it was taken to our English dictionary. That is called etymology. How the language was originated, how words are derived to dictionary. So we can get the etymology of a word in with our dictionaries. This is the fourth usage of advanced usage of it. First one is usage, second collocation, third other forms of words, and fourth one is etymology. And the last I would like to mention phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. You can also find phrasal verbs in a dictionary. A phrasal verb is a phrase consisting of a verb and another element, typically either an adverb or a preposition, or both. These phrases give a view meaning other than the meaning of the individual words. Example, verb. One example, verb plus adverb. One example, go ahead. Go is a verb, ahead is adverb. This meaning is together make progress. Adverb go ahead means this is called so next verb. One was preposition play around with to consider various ways of doing something before. uh, One more example, go through means pass. Next, last one is idioms. I would like to mention here is there are phrases or expressions which have figurative meaning. These idioms give a meaning which is a different from the literal definition of the individual words. It is a manner of speaking that is natural to native speakers of a language. Example, can't judge a book by its cover. Can't judge a book is can't by cover. So one idiom. That it means is cannot judge something uh, primarily on appearance. So here I would like to mention tips. Some tips are last. I would like to mention this is the last one. The tips are read introduction to the dictionary. How to use dictionary? Use different dictionaries at different stages of life in your studies. Learn how to use an online dictionary. Try to guess the meaning from the given context as as well as possible, and then use the dictionary to confirm your guesses. Do not try to guess the pronunciation of the word, and learn it by listening it and form a stand verb. Thank you. And this is very much. సాయి దానన్న ఏంద్ర అట్టే పోయినావు నువ్వు నన్ను వదిలేసిపోతే నేను నాన్న అయిపోయింది ఫైన్ దిస్ ఇస్ ఎండ్ ఐ థింక్ రికార్డ్ అవుతుందా అరే